Ayodhya, where the spiritual meets the political, where the sadhu meets the policeman. Ayodhya is supposed to be the birthplace of Lord Ram. It is also the birthplace of the biggest religious conflict in India since partition. On 6 December 1992, when Hindu car sevaks demolished the Babri Masjid, India changed forever. The language of politics changed forever. Terrible riots across India destroyed what was known as the Nehruvian consensus on secularism. Ayodhya was in the eye of that storm. Once again, today, the policemen are back in Ayodhya, and another storm is brewing. The Lucknow Special Bench of the Allahabad High Court is soon to give its judgment on one of the most communally sensitive court cases in modern India. The court is to give a judgment on whether Hindu or Muslim groups own the land on which the Babri Masjid once stood. It's a religious dispute that is over 100 years old, and a legal dispute that is over 60 years old. Local Hindus say Ram himself was born on the very spot on which the Babri Masjid was built. Historians argue that the historical evidence proving that Ram was actually born here is questionable. In 1886, a British judge had ruled.
It is most unfortunate that a masjid should have been built on a land held sacred by Hindus. But as that occurred 356 years ago, it is now too late to remedy the grievance, and all that can be done is to maintain the parties in status quo.
That status quo was shattered on the night of December 22nd, 1949, when according to the first FIR, Hindus jumped into the masjid and placed an idol of Ram Lalla in the chamber. As crowds barged in, police pushed them back and the main gates of the mosque were padlocked. This situation held for 4 decades until the Rajiv Gandhi government first allowed the padlock to be opened in 1986 and subsequently allowed the foundation stones of a Ram temple to be laid in 1989. Now the key questions facing the court are: is there evidence to prove that this was the birthplace of Lord Ram? Was there a temple at the disputed site prior to the construction of the mosque in 1528? Is there evidence to show that this temple was demolished in order to build the Babri Mosque? Is the suit filed by the Sunni Waqf Board and 8 other Muslims in 1961 barred by time? Is the suit filed by Hindus also barred by time? Have the Muslims become owners by adverse possession, that is by being in possession for over 200 years? The Muslims want that the court declare it a mosque and transfer possession to the Muslims by ordering the removal of the idol of Ram Lalla. Muslims argue that it has been a mosque for more than 400 years. The Hindus want that the government parties be restrained from removing the idols and from distorting and interfering with the right to prayer. Hindus say the site has been a temple since time immemorial. While the Archaeological Survey of India has found a massive structure under the masjid with architectural features similar to the temples of North India, there is no evidence to prove the date of the structure or whether it was demolished to build the masjid.